with the Sefer Shmiras Haloshon and the topic growth through tribulation. Okay. The sages teach Rabbi Eliezer ben Yaakov said, one should feel a sense of gratitude toward the Holy One, blessed be He, when suffering comes upon him. Why? Because the suffering draws person close to Him. As it is written, Hashem reproves one whom he loves. Right? It's from Mishlei 3:12. So if suffering comes our way, it's and we're doing, I guess, everything correctly, at least as per our understanding. So that's Hashem draws us close. That even if it may be we're not doing everything correctly, so Hashem said, "I care about you." So as a father would slap his son, he would not care about the neighbor's son. Like, let him do whatever he wants. Right? Why? Because this is my son and I care. When suffering comes upon a person, he should accept it and withstand the test, for the reward is infinite. Medrash Tanhuma, Parasha Kiseitze 2. As we said, always said that Hashem wants us to give us a reward. How can give us reward? Through the test. So the bigger test, the bigger the reward, right? So it's like if you go to be tested, I don't know, interview, to be a CEO or like to sweep the dust in a construction site. Okay, I mean, of course you must know a few things of few things about safety, right? When you sweep, not to stand under the load or something, but you cannot compare the amount of the question that they would ask a person, right, who is supposed to be CEO of this guy. Okay, that's understandable. Right, so and that's why the bigger the test, the bigger is reward. So the bigger is suffering, right? The bigger is suffering that it comes from love. So then accept it with love. So if person is become nervous and become like questioning Hashem, that's the problem. And we always try to help people, of course, like in a very gentle way, but we're trying to to move them in direction that. Hashem is testing you. It's only temporary, right? And it's going to pass. But because you withstand this test correctly, so you're going to get rewarded. Okay. Sometimes it works, sometimes it does not. But that's the truth. Okay. Wait silently for the salvation of Hashem, and wait longly for Him. The Tehillim 37:7. Once again, wait silently for salvation of Hashem, and wait longingly for Him. Right. So as we said yesterday, if you don't know what to do, and you try everything, right? In our addition to our class Bitachon part, okay, you just wait, right? You do what you do with clear conscience that you did your ishtadlus, and that's it. Right? Place your hope in Holy One, blessed be He. Here we go. If He brings affliction upon you, do not demonstrate disdain. Rather, accept your lot like one would accept musical instrument. One more time. If He brings affliction upon you, do not demonstrate disdain. So again, why me and all of these things that people say. Rather, accept your lot like one would accept musical instrument. Wait longingly and longingly can homiletically relate to flutes. Okay, so it's like a play on words. No problem. Continue. They accept it and salt without bitterness. To accept, right? With knowledge that all that transpires in the expression of divine will is to accept a form of affliction, as the passage above states. Those who insult it and do not insult, right? Who act out of love and are glad with the affliction. The reward for such acceptance is without measure. So let's do this piece again, and there is one commentary. To accept insult without bitterness. So we said the last time, not the time before last, I think on Monday. So three ways of acceptance of the insult. One, you just quiet because you don't want to escalate, right? One. Where is it? Okay. First one is the one who responds in some way. Maybe not as harsh to insult the person, but would still not be quiet. A second does not respond at all, right? Because he does not want escalation. And the third one is who is very happy of his affliction. So, but I'm talking about like myself. Like you have to be ready. So some like. Because if you're not ready for this situation, it's not like you're ready. Somebody get insulted, but like in my mind, as they train the soldiers, right, in the military, the Chavdal, right. So they train them, and they do all of these moves automatically, like even after like the guns and so like explosion, this and that, like people get confused, but these soldiers not going to get confused because they used to like the body knows what to do like automatically. Even his mind is like in a shock, right, because of like people are dying left and right, but it's real. It's not a training, right, and not the exercise, but he, since his body like was trained what to do, it's easier for him to go through it. So that's the way I see it, right? So if we train ourselves to that this situation is going to come, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just smile. Okay, I will smile and maybe walk away, right? Don't provoke more. You understand? But in my mind is going to be thank you Hashem for giving me opportunity. Now I'm going to make a wish because, as we said, and we just made a clip not too long ago. Maybe it's published, maybe not. I don't remember. So we said when person is quiet. So Hashem said, and we recommend like first keep silent, and second make a wish. And why should we make a wish? Because Hashem said now you know like how I feel. Right, so people go against Hashem. All of the people, like some people, from the day they're born until the day they die, they go against Hashem, denying Him and like spitting at Him. He said this is what to do. They do exactly opposite. He said this is not what not to do, and they do just that, and they cannot care less and stuff like that, and all of these things, right? So they deny, and still Hashem provides them with sustenance. Provide them with life, with air, with right, with all of the like life resources, right? Even though, and so in some sense he's quiet. So Hashem said, in some sense, right? And now you know how I feel, that people insult me and I keep quiet. Right, that's why you're my partner in creation. Right, that's the second clip. I did not make it yet. So you're my partner in creation, and I should partners have a special connection. Okay, so that's the thing. Okay, so that's third category, right? To accept and with love. Okay, not accept for so one more time the whole sentence. To accept insult without bitterness, with knowledge that all that transpires is an expression of divine will, right? So, but again, as I said, like at least for me, so I think it should be for everybody, unless somebody big tzaddik, we have to train ourselves like that soldier, over and over again. It's going to come. It's impossible not to get insulted, right? Is to accept the form of affliction, and the passage as a passage above states. Those who are insulted and do not insult, who act out of love and are glad in their affliction. Okay, the reward for such acceptance without measure. So, and there is a commentary, and it says once a tzaddik of Zalman of Halashon, okay, disciple of Vilna Gaon. Whoa, right? So a student of Vilna Gaon was traveling with his brother Rav Chaim. That's Rav Chaim of Volozhin, right? So that's amazing book, like Musar book, very powerful, right? Chaim Volozhin. When they arrived in a certain inn, the innkeeper spoke harshly to them and refused to grant them room for the night. Later, as they resumed their journey, Rav Chaim noticed the brother crying. "Why you crying?" he asked. Did you ever pay attention to innkeeper words? "I ignored them completely," Rav Zalman replied. "Heaven forfend that I should cry over being insulted. I am crying because I sense a slight inner hurt as a result of his words. I cry that I have not yet attained the level of those who I insulted and the glad of their infliction." From Sefer told us Saddam. That's very powerful, right? So he cried because he is not on that level that he accepted with love. He did not get insulted, right? He was not insulted. He's not angry at this innkeeper. But in my mind, that's my understanding. Most likely, they had to spend the night outside, right? It's whether this inn. It's not like today, like you go to the big city, especially popular with tourists or something. You have so many hotels, maybe a little expensive, cheaper, stuff like that. But this is it. In a city, it could be like few inns. In the small towns, one period. Okay, so most likely they spend the night outside, right? So he said, I'm crying because I'm not on the level, but I'm happy. Okay, very interesting. Okay, so we can stop here. So any questions on what we said? Or should I check here? Let me quickly check, 1 second. Oh, it's from today. 1 second, do we have from yesterday? Okay, that's from today. 1 second, let me quickly read this. So it says, Shalom Chabadav, learn in a Kitzer, that once we... Oh, no, that's... so I'm going to skip the first two. We're going to try the BeEzrat HaShem answer later. The last one, question about insult. If facing insult, we're allowed to think if I keep silence, I will be rewarded for something worth more than $1 million to strengthen ourselves. Are we allowed to quantify a reward through the comparing with material means, encourage ourselves? Absolutely. Yeah. So let's answer. It's a very interesting question, very good question. So the question is, in simple words, we've been insulted. Is it allowed to, like, in our mind, to say that I'm going to get rewarded? So first of all, $1 million it's not it's nothing. So you can make any wish. Why do they say nothing? So many things you cannot buy for money. You understand? So even if you pay $1 million, okay, so what? So why? Okay, that's not the currency that we take, and even if we take currency, there is a result is not guaranteed. For example, the person is sick, or the person is looking for shidduch, right? So just because he pay like everybody, they're going to find the shidduch. Maybe they just find his money or her money, and that's it, and say. Just give them any shidduch, right? Like anything, or just because you have health insurance does not mean that you're going to get cured, right? As I had a conversation with somebody today, right? I mean through the messages, and I said when we rebuke somebody, we're like a doctor, right? The doctor that tells you that you need a surgery, right? You need a surgery, so he's going to cut you open, but it's you must understand it's for your own good, and he's on your side. He's not against you. But then occurred to me that actually there are some doctors, and I remember reading like statistics, how many like useless surgery they do. Not useless, unnecessary, not use unnecessary surgery, right? And they sometimes they know it's unnecessary, but they want to charge you insurance, and they sound as they're concerned, this and that, and they offer you like this surgery and that surgery, and they say insurance is going to cover, like you need this anesthesia and that, even though a local anesthesia was also suffice, but they just want to charge insurance. So I said that I caught myself, maybe the doctors, but I say a God-fearing doctor, let's say. So he would not do the surgery unless it's absolutely necessary. Or I would say like go to the busy doctor, very busy doctor. So he would not like, it's not like he's not going to like make money or something. So as I was explaining to somebody like close to me, I said, you have such a cheap insurance, like doctor taking advantage. So the person said that the doctor is trying to take advantage, charge his medical. I said, you have such a cheap medical insurance, they're not making money. So I don't know, $100. Like they do all of these schemes to scheme you in, to charge you $100 to like stop it. You understand? So that's the thing. All right. So yeah, it is possible to think of any reward you want, but of course it's proper like a spiritual reward. I mean, the physical is also so. Right, so like again, as I said, you in some sense you're partner to Hashem. Right? Partners can it's a gift. You remember, it's not a payment; is a gift. When you're talking about the payment, there is limitation. Right, what you can get, for example, you have a credit. Right, it's a limitation, but it's a gift. It's unlimited. Okay, so let's continue.